Episode 172, A Fight Breaks Out. "She's killing me, Hunter! Kill that ugly monster for me!" The woman in white yelled angrily to the man in black as Nellie gave her a hard kick in the abdomen. "Stand up, my dear, I'll help you." He helped up the woman and turned to Nellie with a cold face. He walked up to her with clenched fists. "My friends are coming soon. There are so many of them that you won't know how to fight them all. You should go." Nellie retreated slowly. She would have run away, but her food truck was still there. "I'll beat you into a concussion first, until you're on the ground. I'll pour more shoe polish into your mouth," he said as he raised his big fist and was about to hit Nellie on the head. "Alex, come quickly," Nellie cried out in horror as she saw him in the distance. "What are you doing?" Alex saw a man preparing to fight Nellie. He ran quickly to help her. "Oh." Hunter looked back at Alex. Alex had already reached Nellie and pulled her behind him. He gently comforted her. "Don't be afraid." "Are you her boyfriend?" Hunter asked with a sneer. He looked at Nellie, who was hiding behind Alex. "You look ugly, just like a loser. Like him. Look at his dirty clothes. He's like a beggar." Seeing Alex covered in mud, Hunter didn't care about him at all. "I see a loser and an ugly monster. If you get married, your children will be ugly and lousy," the woman sneered as her pain lessened. "We aren't lovers. You shouldn't say such nonsense. What did she do wrong? Do you really feel you need to beat her up?" Alex, whose mind had been on Debbie, wanted to make sure there were no misunderstandings. He wanted to solve this situation as soon as possible. "Hey, ugly girl, do you hear me? Even this little loser doesn't think highly of you. I think you're going to be single all your life," sneered the woman. "You be quiet." Alex couldn't help but glance at Nellie and saw a painful look in her eyes. He knew that the woman's words had hurt her self-esteem. "Loser, this ugly girl put shoe polish in our pancakes. She's in big trouble, so get out of the way and stop meddling," Hunter said. When Hunter finished speaking, Alex grasped Nellie behind him more tightly, and his heart softened. "Sir, we were wrong about this matter. I'll apologize on her behalf, and I'll compensate you with $150. Let's forget everything that happened today. What do you think?" Alex guessed that it must have been something the other party had said that had infuriated Nellie. She would have reacted in that way, but it would be better to resolve the problem if he could. "I'm from the Marvel family. Do you think I care about your money?" Hearing that Alex was still protecting Nellie, Hunter became angry. He said rudely, "I'm a bodyguard. I usually practice in the fight hall. I'll give you 3 seconds to think about it. If you don't get out of the way, I'll beat you both." "Young man, don't try to be brave. He's quite an expert in martial arts. If he beats you, it's not going to be fun," said the woman. 3, 2... Hunter gritted his teeth and started to count down. Alex just stood in front of him and looked at him quietly. "1, exclaimed the man. "I'll get you!" He roared violently and raised his hand to punch Alex. Alex looked at Hunter's fist and wanted to dodge to the side. He unexpectedly felt a force behind him that pushed him aside. Ouch! It was Nellie who had pushed Alex away. Since the target of Hunter's attack had been pushed out of his path, he had nothing to hit. Nellie kicked him in the lower part of his body. He bent down and howled bitterly. "Run!" Nellie took the opportunity to rush over to Alex and pull him away. She thought he was a useless student. If Hunter had beaten him up, he would be in the hospital for many days, so she had pushed him to safety and kicked Hunter. "Don't you want to protect your food truck?" Alex asked. The truck might be smashed by Hunter. Nellie's life wasn't easy. If the truck was damaged, what would she do for a living? "No, just run!" Nellie yelled to Alex. "Damn you, I see where you're going. Hunter, get it quickly. I've caught these two dogs." Unexpectedly, the woman, who had sharp reflexes, had grabbed Alex and Nellie. "You ugly girl!" Hunter had already straightened up and rushed over to her. "Dear, wherever you've kicked me, I'll kick you too. I'll make it so you can't have children." Hunter grabbed Nellie's shoulders with both hands and lifted his knee fiercely to kick her. "Ah!" He had Nellie in a locked grip with her body leaning downward. When she saw that his knee was about to hit her, her heart almost jumped out of her chest, and she closed her eyes. Suddenly, Hunter saw a shadow on his right side. He turned his head and saw a foot coming toward him. He was kicked in the side and couldn't control his balance, so he fell over. Nellie opened her eyes and was surprised to see that it was Alex who had kicked him. Alex pulled her to his side and warily watched Hunter as he lay on the ground. "If you dare attack me, I'll get you first, and then I'll get the ugly one." Hunter hadn't been beaten like this before, and he was getting angrier. He felt that he had been attacked by surprise. "Stop it. I don't want to fight you. I have something to say." Alex frowned and looked at him. He knew that the more he fought, the more complicated the situation would become. But Hunter attacked again, using one of his favorite martial arts techniques. He wanted to crush Alex quickly. In the blink of an eye, Hunter raised his fist, intending to smash it into Alex's face, and he laughed. "My fist will make your face swell, and the next blow will make you lose 4 front teeth." He was just thinking about his move when he received a blow to the chest. He felt a sharp pain and gasped. Before his fist even touched Alex, he staggered back a few steps and covered his chest. Although the pain was severe, he didn't want to lose face in front of Alex and Nellie. He was stunned. Alex had just hit Hunter's chest with his elbow. He usually didn't like to fight, but that didn't mean that he couldn't fight. That time when he had saved Kelly Phillips on the street, he alone had knocked over several people with the car. Hunter's skills wouldn't be able to subdue him. Hunter felt that Alex wasn't as simple as he had imagined. Maybe he wasn't the right opponent for him? He was already feeling timid. He was an arrogant man, and if he left like this, his reputation would be in tatters. "Hey, if you pay me $300, I'll go." Hunter also wanted to find a way out for himself, but Alex raised his hand, and with a whoosh sound, a bunch of Hunter's hair fell off. Hunter touched his head and took a blade out from his hair. He was shocked. "If you don't leave, I won't mind slashing your eye too," Alex said faintly, holding a blade between his fingers. "You did this to me?" Hunter went numb as he was scared out of his mind. He quickly said, Yes, I'll go now. I'll go now." He walked to the woman and started pulling her away. "Oh, what's the matter with you? Now you're so scared of him? That ugly guy kicked me, and you haven't got him back yet for it. Where are you going? Go and beat up that bitch and that man for me." The woman had not seen Alex's flying blades. There was another whoosh sound, and part of the woman's sun hat was seared off by a blade. She was scared and sweating, so Hunter no longer needed to convince her to leave. She ran to him in her high-heeled shoes and said, "Hunter, what are you still doing here? Let's go." Seeing them disappear, Alex turned his head to ask Nellie if she was hurt. Before he could say anything, he saw that she was staring at him with a smile. He was embarrassed by her gaze and asked, "What do you want me to do?" "I didn't expect you to be so good at defending yourself. Why didn't you say so earlier? I didn't have to be afraid of those two bastards." Nellie's tone sounded like a reproach, You never asked me. What can I tell you?" Seeing her manner, he knew that she had not been hurt. His heart was wide open. He thought it was very funny when he heard her question. "Well, don't you blame me for not asking, right? Now tell me about all the things I haven't asked you, so that you won't get into trouble next time," she said rudely. "Damn it, you're too overbearing. It's private, so how can I tell you?" Alex said. "I'm overbearing? What's the matter with you? You're not going to tell me? Well, in that case, I'll deduct from your salary. I'll deduct $30 first," she said, doing things in her unruly way. "Okay, I'll tell you. I've told you things before." Alex was speechless. He knew that she had strong self-esteem and couldn't be bullied. Who in this society would get used to her bad temper? "You like money. As soon as I said that I'll deduct money, you changed your tune. You're hardly shy. Let's get back to work in the food truck first. If I lose money, I'll deduct that from your salary too," she said. Alex shook his head helplessly. He reopened the food truck with Nellie and started up her business again.